Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. Kanye West explains how white liberals control the culture and how they tell blacks what to think. Take a listen.
You know what I'm saying? Being called a coon by my own people. The guy that said George Bush don't care about black people is a coon because I didn't say I'm going to vote on Hillary Clinton. Right? And that actually made me more relatable. You can't imagine when I go through middle America, like, let me tell you, it's like, I was driving fast. I was looking at a property, this is like 4,000 acres we were gonna buy out here. And I'm trying to drive fast to the freeway and I hit a red light and the guy said, now, where you gotta go so fast that you gotta drive this and cut me up? What, Kanye? Oh, thank you for what you're doing for our country. Thank you so much. Like, you have no idea. You be out here in LA and New York, and they'll have you all jacked up on Mountain Dew. They'll be have you thinking that, like, this reality is not real. People are connected to the idea of having their own land. People are connected to the idea of service to Christ. This is the Bible Belt. This is America. This is where we are free to worship Jesus in the open. And that's a privilege. Also, the idea, I'm gonna just jump right into this because I was like talking to James Corden earlier.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't.
And I told him, I said, look, my father's a Black Panther. My mother got arrested for the sit-ins at age 6. They were fighting for us to have the right to our opinion, not the right to vote for whoever the white liberals said black people are supposed to vote for. You get what I'm saying? And then James Corden went in and said, well, this president, you're Christian, and this president, I don't see anything Christian about him. I said, okay, so last year y'all tried to tell me who I'm supposed to vote for because I'm black. Now this year, white liberals trying to tell me who I'm supposed to vote for because I'm Christian. That would be like, I live in Calabasas, so every one of my cars got to be a convertible, huh? Right. It's just all based on y'all vision of what I'm supposed to do. And I understand, like, a lot of people, it's not a matter of whether you like it or who like it. We are in a country where we allowed to like whatever we like. I love Jesus Christ. I love Christianity. I love the Sistine Chapel. I love all the paintings. I feel that Christianity, people make spoofs of it. I'll be looking at Family Guy, and I like Family Guy. I like Seth MacFarlane, right? But he makes jokes about the Christian faith. And I'm sure that's the way he was brought up, but I understand because North, when she talks about church, it's a positive connotation. A lot of us in those 4 walls, it felt like we were stuck in the pews. So like what we said 10 years ago, that you inspired for me to go there, we are now actualizing that. Another thing is like this idea of like apologizing. We'll apologize for saying George Bush don't care. Apologize for running on stage with Taylor Swift. Apologize for wearing the wrong color hat. I ain't apologizing for nothing. Y'all dealing with grandpa now. I done been through too much. I'm the founder of a $3 billion company. You think I'm finna listen to somebody online tell me who I'm supposed to apologize for?
Do you feel like, and since you did get there, do you feel any of the pressures when people say Kanye did let them down? When we think about George Bush don't care about black people, that's when everybody was like, oh, Kanye. And then when we look at Kanye now, I mean, if we agree or not agree with you, just when you say the wrong color hat.
Yeah, think about this for a hat. This is one of my main things. It's like, what is the culture? It's like, man, this ain't for the culture. We doing something for the culture. We are orphans, bro. We are cultureless. We don't have our own culture. We sign to culture vultures. We sign our life away. Our contracts to culture vultures. Think about everything that's cultural. Taking a knee is cultural. Being on social media is cultural. Wearing high fashion is cultural. Pushing a foreign is cultural. All these things are not owned by our culture. So who designed the culture? What does it mean to do it for the culture? That's why I do it for Christ.
You know, I totally agree 100% with what Kanye West stated. You know, white liberals control, basically control what black people are thinking. If anyone goes against that thinking, they get attacked. They get called coons, just like Kanye West was talking about. And black people need to wake up and stop listening to the mainstream white liberals that control our culture and control our thinking. There's a great video online with Malcolm X, when Malcolm X debated a white liberal about these issues. So this is not something new. This is actually an old issue that Kanye West is bringing to light. Anyone that goes against the grain, they get attacked and called, they say cooning, and get called all these other names, Uncle Toms and all this other stuff, because they're not following the democratic, because they're leaving the democratic plantation that we've been on. And which I don't understand how you can be a Democrat anyway, when Democrats were the ones that founded the KKK. They were against the civil rights movement. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know the history. They were for abortion, and that's why 80% of the people, babies that's being aborted are black, because they want to quote exterminate the black weeds. That's what Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, said. And all this stuff is known. All this stuff is known, but we as a people don't really know history, or we listen to the history that we get taught in school instead of going out and doing research on our own. But Kanye West, this interview is one of my favorite interviews that Kanye West ever done, because he talks about this, and something that needs to be talked about. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Until next time. We live in a really nightmare. We live in a really nightmare.